hardship, temporary. That one they kill me most, right?
That
temporary.
Hey, you understand? You know when you have politicians in America, when we say that they laugh, people go jump into the studio and break everything. Now something like that, where person like me go do if I did there, where that man they lie, I go break everything for there. It's annoying.
It's a shame, Baba. It's more than annoying, and it's so annoying in the sense that they always have their enablers. Here you get people are suffering; they themselves are suffering, but to them, right? If they are suffering, then everybody must suffer.
Everybody
they are
must
not
suffer.
interested in improving their own lives. They are they are fine with all of that. But if you begin to complain, they will begin to say they are happy that you could afford to take care of your family a year ago. Today, you can no longer afford it. They will say, well, we have not been able to take care of our family in the last 3 years. So your own are just this year.
Your own, you just
to the party. So everything is fine. I have never seen anything like this in my life. Since
I've never seen, like, sometimes the thing, most of the time I just off my social media and just go away.
Give yourself a break. I know.
Yes, because I don't go feel use and now they affect my own family and this because
every day.
Feel my soul. But they will say,
thank you so much. Okay.
Now lie. Nobody jackpot safe.
No,
it's not.
It's just a temporary comfort, and then you can pretend for some time. But in reality, right? All of us are in this together. Let me take another one, Baba. Thank you so much.
Baba, thank you so much.
Enjoy your afternoon and evening. It's almost evening, though, right?
Yeah, it's evening. It's past 5 here.
Right. Take it easy, man. Okay. Have a good one, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Since when I born, you never seen this kind of abuse before. Tinubu, I must abuse you. Tinubu, number 1, Oguokiyapa. Tinubu number 2, Oguokiyama. Tinubu number 3, Oguokiya your children. Tinubu number 4, Ogugo bury all your family. Tinubu is a god to you. A god to you. Tinubu is a god to you. And Wausa.
Thank you, brethren. Again, right? The number to call is right there on your screen. Use it, okay? And then, do I have that? Yeah, I do. Anyway, so also a quick reminder, because as we are rounding up now, we only have just about 10 minutes to go, okay? So if you are still here with me, and you haven't really liked the broadcast, please do. All right, please do now. And remember that, always know that you are mostly and greatly appreciated for every of that offering. And to the people who are also buying me the cup of coffee, Africa Wahala, thank you so much for putting that out there every now and then. I so much appreciate you, bro. Right, thank you. So to everyone who is also sending me the coffee, buying me the coffee, I say thank you. Okay, more blessing. Here is another caller. Hello there. Did I keep you or did I lose you? Listen, if you have a chance of getting picked, don't hang up. Oh, sometimes you don't know that I can put you on hold, right? While I address the room, then I will kind of link you up later. So just stay in there if I pick your call like this. Solo. Hello, sir.
Hello, Mario. Good evening.
How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Fantastic.
You know, we are getting there little by little, little.
So. Have you seen all this 30-day rant challenge? The videos keeps popping up and popping up. I'm talking about hundreds of them, and I really want them to take it even further than just making the video. You saying it, right?
Yes, but Maegu, I believe we are not there anytime yet soon. Because if you look at those videos, you still see some wretched buyers. You still see some wretched men. You know, Nigerian men, they are weak. It has to get to a point where the women in Nigeria has to be the one calling out the government. The men are just weak and useless to the society. I'm not saying all Nigerian men, but majority of Nigerian men are weak. The only time you will see them putting power and talking is when it's time to oppress women, or when it's time to oppress somebody that they think is smaller than them. That's where you will see Nigerian men's voice everywhere, shouting, making noise. But when it is time to face their oppressor, when it is time to face somebody that they think is bigger than them, they will be mute. They will be shaking. They will not be able to do anything. They are so weak that the Nigerian men are the ones that are now fighting for their rights. And these same Nigerian men, they will be looking for respect up and down. Immediately they leave Nigeria and enter London, they are already arresting them for messing with children. Before you know it, they will say, oh, Nigerian women are sending Nigerian men back home. Can't you see why? Can't you see why? It remains small for these men to go and look for that girl to beat her.
I mean, there are some of them that want to do that anyway, if they have the chance, no doubt.
If they have the chance. Yeah. And then they wonder why they keep sending them back home. Very weak men. We are almost there, but we are not there. As long as we have those useless men in society, those ones, they can still eat once a day. That's why they have the energy to be oppressing women. It is until their bones start coming out of their face and they don't have energy to oppress women that they will now finally talk. You know, Nigerians, we are very hard-headed. It is until we suffer wretched sufferness that we now actually
it's always like suffering is like a competition for us. When you come out and say, bro, man, I suffer. If I tell you it, man, when I was younger, I suffer. Go, I mean, suffer. Here you get. You go see another one. Somebody there will just be like, oh, about your own better, Jare. You know, no, see, my own sufferness pass your own. It's always like a competition. Another one will say, see, the suffering of the two of you, it no reach my own. If I tell you my own story, you go to cry. Another one will say, all of you are suffering, it no reach my. I say, suffering to the competition, nítorí Ọlọ́run. Ewo ni I suffer, you suffer, we must all suffer. Who can suffer most? Right?
So somebody was even telling me that it's because of our prayers that Nigeria is not as bad as it is. I said, with all our prayers, Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world. There's no more low to go down to. We are already at the lowest low. So which prayer is supporting anything? And the most religious country, but with the highest rate of poverty. Can you imagine? Is that one? It doesn't even make any sense. So I don't believe this APC.
So you believe that we are getting there. There is likelihood that this whole revolution will likely be ignited by women, championed by them.
Yes,
we can't rely on men.
I strongly believe that because women don't like to suffer, especially this Gen Z. Before you know it, they are everywhere exposing you and disgracing you up and down.
I mean, look at that lady. Look at that young woman, right? She made a video, right? And then her own CGI, I think they are called CGI or something like that, right? So called her to threaten them to say, what is wrong with you? How dare you go and post something like that? Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me, ma? Are you threatening me? She was recording it, and then you guess what? She put the video on social media again. I said, okay. Normally she was supposed to panic and say, okay, ma, I'll go and delete it, ma. Sorry, ma. Sorry. No, she posted that same conversation. Now, that is the reason why these reactions I believe these reactions are triggered because of that. Not because she made the first video. It was because of the second one. So yeah, I want to believe that this Gen Z and the Gen Alpha, those ones are more impatient, by the way, than the Gen Z. And for people to understand that Gen Z are not children, Gen Z are they are like the generation who are in their mid-20s and early 30s now. Gen Z are not children, they are not teenagers. Just people to understand that the younger people who are currently speaking up or possibly going to activate a revolution that this ruling class have never seen before. They are not children, even though we have a system that continues to look at us like we are kids, So yeah.
And
go on.
And the thing is that there were some men, they started searching all over social media, saying, look at the hair that she's in. Oh, look at the food that she's eating. Yeah. Is she supposed to post suffering videos? Is she supposed to post suffering pictures? Look at the energy. A full-grown man, God forbid, maybe it's even somebody's father, went all over social media and was searching her page just to insult her. But he cannot put the same energy into talking about his own oppressor. You will not find him there. And that may be somebody's father. these are what Nigerian men are looking for. Gossip, social media, this one. Like they are just useless to the whole society. Very weak men.
Those ones who sees politics
APC,
like it is a game of football. Manchester versus Liverpool. Your life, they are mortgaging your life, your future. You think it's Chelsea versus Barcelona. Grown-up men in their own 30s, so like you said, coming their social media troll, while their future are being mortgaged right before their very eyes.
Those ones, their life as sports.
Yeah.
there's no juju on any village people. Their life as sports. So I don't
beyond recognition.
It is so hard for me I have to strengthen my heart not to pity Nigerians, because they need to go through that suffering to have that change. Because if you pity them, it is not helping them whatsoever. You must watch them suffer. That is the honest truth. And this APC, they miscalculated, because the previous generation, they are masters in suffering. They have PhD in suffering. But this Gen Z, they cannot suffer, because some of them have already said they already feel like they are dead. So there's nothing left to live for, which is good. We are getting there, but we are not there yet. It's just little more. APC should keep on pushing. I like it, because I don't see them lasting to 2026. These people cannot suffer anymore.
They are eating once a day. People can continue to live in denial, but guess what? It is not sustainable. It is not.
All right, thank you. Good.
Thank you so
Let
much.
me just speak for another person.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, and then you have a wonderful evening yourself. Okay, have a good one.
You too.
Cheers, sir. So that's one hearty chat we had there. You see, we have a generation that is not going to be bullied easily. My generation is the generation between the obedient generation. I'm talking about the generation of all of now will be our uncles and our aunties. Yeah, in your 50s, in your early 50s, late 50s, early 60s, and all of that. Yeah, you are the generation that were told, that generation, they said, if you put water in their mouth, and you go to London and come back, the water will still be there. They know they talk. They are very obedient. They are the ones that will say, run to your humanity, worship. Remember the son of whom you are. Don't, watch your mouth. Sit down there. Even though this generation also have their own outliers who are called the troublemakers. So here you get. But majority of that generation is a generation that is now trying to remind us why we must respect rogues, because they are older. Because when they were younger, they told them to respect elders, even when these elders are actually misbehaving. They are the generation that were told that if they want to grow old, they must respect the older people, even when these older people are a bunch of criminals. Now, some of you are now older. You are now in your 50s. You are looking at us. I am in my own early 40s, okay? So I'm in between this Gen Z of a thing or Gen X. I don't even know which one. Which one I belong to now? All of us, we were born in the 80s. Which generation are we? Gen X, have been a Gen X, Generation X. So we are the type that only few of us, they listen to all this old rhetoric of respect elders. Because we seem to be the generation that understands that generation. And we are also the generation between this new generation of Gen Z, right? The generation that will not really take your bullshit per se. Here you get, and that's why you are seeing more and more of this younger generation calling your bluff. They cannot be deceived by religion. You cannot deceive them by God using this your sky daddy. They judge by what they see. Here you get now. They judge by what they see, and they judge by how they feel. They do not toe the line of that oldies of respect elders, respect your elders. If elders don't respect themselves, they go collect. We just need more of this younger generation to understand the state of the country, and at the same time to further express themselves. Now, if once they get to that stage where they can express themselves, how they feel about how this older generation are ruining everything for everyone, right? So there's a chance, right? There's a chance that we may be rescued, or they shall rescue themselves and rescue us, the rest of us. So to those of you who are in your 50s looking for people to respect you, if you don't respect yourself, nobody will respect you. Here you get now, respect is earned. And respect goes both ways. That's why they say respect is reciprocal. So you have to reciprocate the same. You don't look at somebody and think because they are younger than you, that makes you more intelligent than them. No, you are not. You cannot be defending the rotten system, right? And using the same gaslighting method. Watch your mouth. Do you want to grow old like this? Do you want to show my dog, bye-bye? You better watch. Hey, you watch your mouth. You better watch your mouth. Do you want to grow old like this? Before 4 p.m. All those things, no, they too work on us anymore. So if you want respect, you have to respect us too. And we must not be gaslighted. So more and more of us are going to reject any form of a gaslighting. And I'm happy, that we have a generation that is now bringing themselves in tune, not just TikToking or what do you call it? Making skits and content. They are now actually addressing the society problems, because they are living in that society too. So Solo, you're right. We're not there yet, but we may not even be far from it. Okay. So we have to get as many of them as possible more interested in what is going on, right? Just maybe, right? We may get to that critical mass. We may have that critical mass, that number, to actually change the course of our own destiny. I mean, we have to try, or die trying. Brethren, thank you so much for your time. We've had a wonderful evening, and I have had a wonderful evening. And I want to say a big thank you to every one of you who's been here from the start to this hour. I'm going to call it a night. So, but before then, I want to say a very big thank you to Labors. God bless you. I got your support. You see, I'm trying to, I need to raise a fund. I need your help. I need your support. In that regard, I have a few equipment I needed to add more to this space, and I'm going to need your help. I mean, I wish it's going to come at once that way so that I can easily just go get it done. But once I finalize how to put that out, I would seek for your support. Until then, the most important is that you are here and you have always been sharing and liking the content here. So keep doing that. It is the most precious gift you can give to me every time you turn up, okay? So I will see you again, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening or night. Okay. So from here, it is a good night to you. Latu and Tigris, thanks so much for your super chat as well. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun dayari politico. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary na ibi number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary na ibi number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn